Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Just turn my fan off. Today we are just doing some collage strip, bookmark, tab, or tag type things. Now I have done things like this before, or very similar, and a lot of people have been doing these, and there's even a few people that have made digital kits and stuff. But I'm just going to use a whole bunch of scraps. I've done a couple videos similar to this in the past. One I used all old greeting cards and stuff for, but today I've got, and I don't even have any samples of this because we're just doing them. I've got 3 little file folders. They're different sizes, but they're about 2.5 by 6, give or take. This one's a little bit longer, 6, almost 6.5, etc. So really you can make these any size you want. Now I've got some of my digital tea cards, I've got some tickets, I've got a few of these, which is a kit from Nevermore Creations 17. I've got a few things from some old photograph digitals that I have, some papers. I've got some labels here. So just a variety of things. It doesn't matter the length, the width, etc. Because all that we're going to do is just glue these onto here. I mean, they're simple, easy. I think I want to ink some of this stuff up though. I'm just going to ink the 2 edges for now. Let's just leave that open for the moment. And now we're just going to glue this down. And once you have your papers picked out and all that, so quick and easy. The hard part is getting everything together. So I'm just going to put one of these down. Now you can put these any order you want. I'm going to trim them again after. You could cut them all to the length, but when you're cutting it by hand, it's a little bit harder to have everything line up. This one I'm going to put at the opposite end. But really we're just gluing them down and using up scraps and stuff like that there. Now I have lots of little bits and pieces of leftover kits and whatnot like that. And let's put this one somewhere in the middle just because we might as well make them all a little bit different. Definitely nothing hard about this project. Try to get it on there fairly even, but if all the pieces are sloped a little bit, I can handle that. Okay, let's put some of these on, but okay, let's put this little girl on the top of this one. And trying to think of how the best way to glue this down will be. Let's put some glue down here. Try not to go over the edge with the glue, but when I don't really know, hopefully. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Just got a little bit on the table. Nothing too bad. Okay, there's that. Let's just leave that one over there for a second. Then we've got this one. Let's put this little guy at the bottom. Now let's Going to try something different. Oops. Then I can just put my glue along here. Now you could easily sew these. Let me see, I didn't ink the edge of that one. That's okay, I didn't ink that one either. How quickly I forget. Now that we're thinking of it, let's ink this one. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this one right above that. So let's put some glue there. Now you can put these in any order you want. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just a matter of using different things. And using up scraps. We all have so many scraps. And sometimes I feel that that's all I get to use is scraps. But there always seems to be so many scraps. So, you know, this one here, I should really have, same with this one. Like this one, I'm working to the edges. So, probably ideally, if I was to do tons of these, I would actually lay out my pieces that I'm going to use. So then I just start at the bottom, doing, 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 etc. Let's... Well, some I've inked, some I haven't, so we're just going to go ahead and not ink any of them. How about that? Make an executive decision. I'm not inking anything. But just really just putting things together. Oh, look at that. That's going to fit almost perfect in there. If I just trim this off just a little tiny bit. Try to have it as straight as I can. That is going to fit right in there. Now, if it sits up on that other thing, it's probably not going to be the end of the world. Oops. Try to do my best here. Okay, let's see. That'll work. Let's put that on there. I'm going to put my glue down on here. And let's just put that right like there. So there is a tag. Just a collage strip tag. Nothing fancy. Nothing hard about it. Let's do this one. Let's use one of these flowers. Now these are meant to go this way. Does it matter if I put it this way? Not at all. Does it matter if it's upside down? Nope. Does not matter to me. I'm sure we've all put things upside down, sideways, and as I say, you can do these any size you want. Let's put in this here. And as I say, there's been lots of people that have done this. I think even Tim Holtz has gotten in on this action. Let's see, let's put this one up there. And like I say, no rhyme or reason to how they go on. Now these are made, this is just file folder, so now then, is that one gonna fit there? I don't want that many. Let's use one of these and we'll try to cut it down. Let's see here, let's make a little line. This one it'd be nice to work from one end to the other end. Let me dig out my paper trimmer here. I do want the lines to be fairly even, like cut straight. Let's see, is that gonna fit in there? What are the odds? Perfect. A little bit off, but that'll be okay. Let's put our glue right down to here. There we go, and let's so then of course we will trim those all up after. Okay, let's continue with this. This one will go great right there. So you could use bits of receipts and anything, any kind of scraps and whatnot. Let's add that purple flower right there. So we're just going to add that right in here. And this is where it's nice when you don't put pieces on each end like I did. And that's going to go right there. Because then I can just snip, 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 and I'm done. Let's see what else we got in here that is wide enough. There's some good number ones right there. So let's put that on there. Now you could use journaling cards, tags, etc. Put that right there. And one more little piece. How about, what do we got in here? How about this writing right there? Or even this, because part of it's going to be cut off. So let's just put this right there. There we go. As I say, nothing hard about these. Let me put my pin in my glue, and then we can just snip these off. Normally I would wait for a little bit for the glue to all dry, but it'd be kind of like watching water boil on a video, I'm sure. So we got that. Now, what do people call these? I've heard them called a few different things, but just a collage strip tag or something. So there we have the little thingy. And then let's quickly trim this one off. This one I obviously used for something because it's got the ink on that side, but that just gives a little character to the back of the tag. I like using file folders. They're sturdy and you don't have to do anything with the back. They're good to go. Let's cut up this last one. Just so we've got the 3 of them. Now if I was going to do these, I would do at least a dozen or more. Because when you've got all the stuff out, that's what has taken you the longest to do, is get everything ready to do them. Actually, assembling these are so quick, so easy. Like I say, I've seen lots of, probably a couple dozen YouTube videos on this, so I'm not going to name any names because of the fact that I don't know where I first seen it. So there is that. Now all that I'm going to do is ink the edge. Might as well ink the edge. I haven't inked none of the other stuff. I would prefer the pieces inked, but hey. Might as well quickly ink these as well. But anything would work for these. Most of the stuff I've used is kind of like a cardstock style. Because I like that stability of the tags and stuff, but you could use paper as well. So there is 3 collage strip tags. Now if you looked on YouTube, on Etsy, you would find kits involving this. Now here is some that I made that's sort of the same idea. Now these I just randomly made. This was before I decided to even do a tutorial on these. But these are just strips. I've just used a scrap piece of cardstock on the back. And I've just used different, these are all, this is a scrapbook paper. This is 2, but I think the rest is just like printed digital stuff. And then I've did cross stitch where my papers are joining and did stitching all the way around. That's just me. I love doing the hand stitching, so I love doing things like this in the evening. So I've got a pile here of ones that I'm working on. I've made tags in the past, the same technique as this, but using greeting cards, pieces, little strips of greeting cards. So you can use anything. These are nice because they're really using scraps and just kind of randomly piecing them together. They're decorative. You could do any kind of theme. I could even go and I could, put a butterfly or, a label or something like that there. I could use one of these things off one of these tags. Just gonna trim this out just to show. Go around that button. Finish cutting that out. So then this would look good anywhere on there. Just glue it down. Nice little flower, butterfly, dragonfly. Who knows what. I didn't use any of these, but they could easily have gone on here, even though they're not meant for that. But they would look great on there for something, for a little decoration, So yeah, great way to use up scraps. Quick, easy, one of those no-think projects. Yeah, I will probably stitch around these just because that little bit of stitching is nice. I'll just do a straight stitch all the way around those. And I will be done, and they can be tucked into a journal. These could go with almost any journal, with the birds on there, nature, birds, botanical, anything. So hopefully you will try these. As I say, simple, easy peasy. Have fun with it, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.